City Home Oma Benzar Guru Pema City Home Oma Hum Benzar Guru Pema City Home Oma Hum Benzar Guru Pema City Home Benzar Guru Pema City Home Oma Hum Benzar Guru Pema City Home Om Ahum Benzar Guru Pema City Home Om Ahum Om Ahum Deyata Hum Bekanse Maha Bekanse Raja Sambhugate Soha 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 Deyata Hum Bekanse Maha Bekanse Raja Sambhugate Soha. Okay, happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. My little bells are being very aggressive today. I have a little set of wind chimes that are actually, they have a little fan below them. So they're like fake wind chimes. But I like to turn them on when there's a lot of ambient noise going on. Mowers and television sets and barking doggies and whatever. It helps to establish a little bit of attention location, so it keeps my attention close in close proximity, which is nice. I like those little white noise machines too. I have a little one that's just got a fan or something inside it, and you can adjust how the air comes out of it so it makes a more full sound or a sharper sound. I like those. If you've taken a meditation class with me, I've often put those in a room, especially towards the back of the room where the door might be, or people might be moving in a hallway behind us. So I'll plug one of those in, and it just helps to establish a bit of the stillness of the container, puts up a little bit of a sound wall. So you can use things, a regular fan, you know, you can turn that on to have a little bit of buffer of sound. And it's really just for training purposes. We don't want to rely on that too much, because really the skill that we are trying to cultivate is one that we can take off of the cushion. And as soon as we enter the real world with our eyes open and our feet on the ground, we can't really control what's going on around us. So there's going to be noise, there's going to be chaos, there's going to be things that are disruptive. And what we want to be able to do is bring forth some of that wisdom, that awakened wisdom that we've cultivated in the stillness of our container. So I shut the door and, try to minimize the distractions. I have that little thing going up there and adding a little lovely sound. I also like those, even if you just go to your Spotify or I have the Amazon Echo things, and I just tell Alexa to play ocean sounds. And that's a lovely coming and going of sound, and the occasional bird, and we're not trying to transport to another place, just put up a little bit of wall, sound wall, for us to really cultivate our attention. That's really all that's meant for. If we start taking that journey on the bliss cloud to a beach far, far away, then really that's what it is. I wouldn't necessarily call that meditation. I would call that relaxation and maybe imagery, cultivating imagery. But it's also maybe giving us a little bit of the wrong idea of what we should be doing when there's something uncomfortable occurring in our experience. And that's not to go off to a blissful beach in our minds, but instead to be able to just tap into that calm that we have cultivated through our awakened awareness. So as we get ready to begin the sitting here, I know, for those who tune in every day, you might get tired of me saying, that I want you to slip into that seat of watcher, being the watcher of all things and not affected. There's a place within us that you should cultivate, that make yourself familiar with, that consciousness that is within us, that is unaffected by our thoughts, feelings, sensations, emotions, all that's going on, that's unaffected by that. And that's a place where we can find this calm abiding. So when we sort of assume this vantage point, we can see all the things that arise from our human experience that are thoughts, feelings, emotions, and sensations. We can see them arise and see them for what they are, not to diminish them or try to make them go away. We can just see them for what they really are, is a reaction to some stimulus, and often led by our own conditioned experiences. So if you've had a bad experience with a certain thing and you're triggered by a sound or a smell or a taste or a thought, we immediately go to that uncomfortable place and distract ourselves with either thinking about the past or trying to get away from it. So when we can just see it as, oh, that's a thought, that's a reaction, that's what it is, and be compassionate towards ourselves that that's what we're experiencing, then there's just a cultivation of wisdom and compassion that work together. I like to say wisdom and compassion are the wings of the bird, which we are. Our enlightenment is wisdom and compassion, always working together, one not without the other. So we cultivate that so that when we are experiencing something that we don't like or is fearful or a multitude of experiences, that we can find that strong and calm abiding that allows us to act with skill and not just reactivity. So that's what we're doing. Oh, my water tastes so good today. I got another 3-mile walk in today. This is 2 days in a row. Quick history is, I had 6 straight weeks of 3-mile walks before my surgery. So after my arm surgery, I have been a little not walking. So I got back to it yesterday, and so today was second day, and I feel good, but I'm very thirsty. All right, let's get to it. Awaken your awareness. Bring it into this moment, here and now. Let's support and cultivate the stillness in each of our experiences. Of course, there's activity going on, mental activity, physical activity. We're breathing, heart's beating. But there's a stillness at the core. A stillness that is unaffected. Unaffected by anything. So we can find our grounding right there. That stillness. So take a few deep breaths. Relaxing and releasing into that stillness. Cultivate the vantage point from that stillness. Allowing everything to just come and go as we watch. Seeing the true nature of ourselves, our reactions, and our experiences. Keep your attention focused in this moment, the living, breathing moment of the nowness, the oneness, the unity, inseparable. Interconnected. So just sit and breathe and be, all from this stillness. How'd you do? Did you make it through? That's good. Do as much as you can. That's helpful. Just keep pointing your attention back to this moment, reminding yourself to be awake and aware, open, and just experience, rather than our habitual need to control things and try to alter the outcome. Just sit. Just sit. Watch what's really happening. Allow yourself to be comfortable with the knowing of what's happening so that you can make skillful, compassionate, and wise actions. I'll be back here at 2:30 tomorrow, and I look forward to sitting with you.